Hello. So apparently, I have decided to start doing a stoned reading series. Last night was the first of the installment. You know, and I'll just talk about marijuana for a minute because, I'm one of those who cannot smoke pot or eat pot all the time, but I'm definitely not one of those that can just not use pot in one form or another all the time. Like, I need it sometimes. So, just, find your find your connection to all that is, and honor it. So, yeah, so I've got cards going, like the cards are just really talking. And so it's like a continuation from what was read last night. And and so like this is all personal for me, but I just feel like sharing it because maybe there's a greater archetype to it all. So so for this first part of the reading, it's get out of the cage with communicating, and in this instance it's really about communicating with a masculine person or just a masculine archetype. And really it applies to everybody because again we're all masculine and we're all feminine, but this can be a person that you care a lot about. And maybe, we're overcoming our conditioned responses. We're overcoming, oh, and I just feel like take a deep breath, everybody. Like, really breathe. Don't just hear somebody say breathe. Like, just bring that breath all the way behind your belly button and just breathe. And so this is about learning about your own, sorry, I'm my camera. Learning about your own sovereignty, understanding that this energy that we play a mirror game. Reality is more of a mirror. It's more reflective than we are led to understand. And I think if we understood that, we project this energy to be the other person. But the truth is, the other person comes in to mirror this about our own selves. What do we have to learn from our own shadow? This is you, as much as we don't like to believe that. But know also that just as there is this over us, there is there's a balance of light and dark. And so, there's a little bit of good in the bad, and there's a little bit of bad in the good, and it's all you. I am a huge fan of Alan Watts. I go in and out of listening to different teachers, but Alan Watts' teachings about the element of irreducible rascality. And if we can just accept ourselves as being rascals, we're all rascals, and so is everybody else. We're all rascals. So just, so this was reversed. I just had to go into that, but exactly, once you understand that this person is not this energy, but this energy, is having a reflection. It's about self-reflection. But once you realize that, see this person for who they are. Don't see them through the lens of this. And then speak your truth. So, and understand that you're at least partly responsible for the drama. And so see this person for how they wish to be seen. And allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to show yourself the way you wish to be seen by them. Okay, boy, that was a long one. Again, it's stoned reading, but whatever. Hopefully that vibes with somebody. It really helps me in a situation right now, so whatever, and this wants to peek out. All right, so this came out in the other cards, and it's notice, and I didn't know that this was going to come out until now, so ta-da, surprise. Sorry, I'm looking at the card, not at what the phone's looking at. So this is the same card. And in the last reading, this one was reversed, and I was really excited that it came out upright this time. And it's funny, these are all one certain deck, and somehow this one snuck itself into this deck. And this is the deck that I grabbed. So this shows that so this person is here to help you deal with this so that you can come into this energy. Now, this is very much personal for me because I'm a Capricorn, and the Queen of Spheres, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Spheres, Queen of Discs, however you want to look at it, she's Earth energy. She's the Queen of Earth, and Capricorn is very much. So I was excited when I saw these two cards come out, because learning how to speak my truth with this person who is sincerely someone I love. And it's funny because this figure showed up in last night's too. And there was a devil energy on top. And in the reading last night, it was saying, get clear with what you're willing to work with, and saying that maybe you do need to walk away from a person. So it's interesting that today that devil energy was this, and it's more you than anyone else. Very interesting. But see how like there's a progression of acknowledging the truthful sides in all of it. And I mean, if you need to walk away from something, do. But it's walk away from the imbalance. But you don't have to throw everyone or everything away, maybe. But sometimes it takes being willing to walk away from it to get a new perspective, is perhaps what that's saying. And again, these are the same card. And last night, this one was reversed, but today it's upright. But it's like a choice, and understanding that we get caught between, like, isn't that a balance? And it's interesting too that they are both this figure eight. Sorry, I'm trying to do this through the camera. There's this infinity symbol, and it's, I love that the yin yang is here present, and how they flip within themselves, and then here is the bigger flip. And so if you can understand that there are, like Shrek said, layers, it's all an onion. There's always a different, I like to see it in terms of music. There's a different resonance, both that goes eternally within and eternally without. And so when you can look at life as mirroring your inner reality, you can use both to affect the other. And this card wants to come in too. This has been coming up a lot for me lately. And this is the first time it's been reversed. So it does show, and this is like the head of all of it. Somehow this person, you've been working with this person maybe. I know who this represents for me. I've been working with this person for a very long time. And understanding that they're a very deeper reflection of me. So for me, it's about sovereignty. It's ultimately about sovereignty. And understanding that nobody can give you your sovereignty. People can only reflect back to you your own beliefs, right? Wow. So again, it's a stoned reading, so I hope it makes as much sense for you as it does for me. But so this energy, I like to call this energy the grass is pink card. And the reason I call it it's the grass is pink is because I used to be married, and our conversations felt like this. It felt like I would get locked into misunderstanding. And the reason I say the grass is pink is because it felt like in any conversation, this was how it felt. We would step outside the door, and I'd look up and I'd say, look how beautiful and blue the sky is today. And the person I was married to, like the response would feel as extreme as like him saying, what do you mean the grass is pink? And I'm like, what? No. No, I said the sky, how blue it is and how beautiful. You said the grass is pink. You're always saying the grass is pink. It's that kind of thing. And then before you know it, just to stop arguing, just to get out of this trap of of misunderstanding, you would end up defending what you meant by saying the grass is pink when you knew that's not what you ever said. So this is reverse. So somehow this is a reflection of this, you know? And granted, and I guess I do have to say that in feeling inspired to even give that metaphor, um, if there's someone in your life that's gaslighting you and that you know is manipulating you, then that is not this person. That is get away. Don't walk, run, you know. Whatever this energy is here creating an imbalance. If, you know, just know, like, in no way is this message intended to say, stay in a codependent situation. If now, I guess it's both sides of it. This is just validating, though, that there are people, and this is validating for me too, because sometimes there are situations that are just, they've run their course. They don't bring this out in you. They just bring this. So I don't want to confuse it. I don't know if everybody's in experiencing, oh, I'm shaking. I'll tell you, in my personal life, this person is not this person. I'll just say that. And so if you have more than one question, that's the answer to it, you know. And this reversed hangman like really wants to be seen. And so in connection to this energy, that you're just this person is a time waster. So don't fucking waste your time. You can be done with that bullshit. So and it's also interesting that a message with this imbalance is holding on to what no longer serves your you know, all these words running through my head. I like the word sovereignty. This person, and this can even be facing yourself, you know, it's not for me to define it overly. But it could be a dad, it could be just an older energy in your life that is, you know, masculine, whatever. So anyway, that's talk that to death. But you know, just don't hang on to stuff that is not serving your highest good, you know, not serving your balance. Fuck that. But it's interesting, once you no longer accept that energy in your life, because this could just be the same energy, refusing that energy, and then just looking towards a new opportunity, a new inspiration. So yeah, letting go of the old. So this can all just be very archetypal too, you know. Anyway, so maintain your dance. This is sovereignty. This is freedom. Dance into the beat of your own drum and allowing change to happen. And, you know, I recently heard somebody say, sorry, that it was probably one of those educational like documentaries or something, that they've studied all these species, and the ones who survive are not always the strongest, and it's not even always those who are the smartest. It's those who are most adaptable. Ooh, hungry. So just being adaptable, you know. Anyway, la 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 la. So this was about a lot about, you know, understanding that you have a choice. So this really goes off of last night's reading, that you always have a choice, and you don't have to choose. When you don't choose heartbreak, and it comes back to this, you know, it's okay. I know I ramble on, and if anybody's still with me, then cool, man. Maybe you're stoned too. So what was I going to say? So this is so internal at this point when it gets to this energy. And I love that this is right here. This is that internal dialogue, and like what kind of drama are you creating for yourself, or what are you allowing? And a lot of it is about, what do I allow? And we all have our filters. And so even if somebody is going into their fear, even if somebody is really mirroring this, and it doesn't mean that they're not also going through their own processes, but but at some point this becomes you, though. Excuse me. And so it's, how do you respond to yourself with this? And so, my Mars is in Sagittarius in the 12th house. So I run. So maybe not all of you do that, but I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. I've had to cultivate that, because that wasn't always the case. But now it's about finding balance in all things, right? And so at first, just giving yourself the power of cutting it all off. I'm done with this energy. And you might even want to do like a cord cutting ceremony. Sometimes that helps for clarity. And you don't, like, I'll even cut cords with my kids. It's not that I'm letting them go, I'm letting the toxic energy go. And so that can be very revealing when you do cord cutting ceremonies with yourself and another person. And I'll just say, when I do cord cutting, I sever the cords between myself and the other person, and also any and all entities or energies that are connected to that too, because there is this energy that feeds off the drama, that feeds off the chaos. So you need to cut ties with that too. And then if they're meant to be in your life, then they'll still be there. But if you cut all energy that is not serving you, and that's just really negative and yucky, and you're just not doing it, and they go away, then that's very telling, isn't it? So let them go. So I say cut cords. I use selenite. I don't know where my selenite ones are, or I would show you. But okay, anyway, la 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 la. So yeah, so it's just cutting cords with that energy, cutting cords with. So okay, I'll be a little bit more specific with mine. Very long time friend of mine. We do business together, um, and I feel like, oh, I'm shaking again.